we hear so clearly in that second reading of Paul to the Corinthians that we are the body of Christ. We are the mystical body of Christ in the world. Different gifts, different responsibilities, different talents, but we're all part of that mystical body of Christ to serve the Lord as we serve his people. As I was thinking about that, I thought of a story I heard years ago. It took place towards the end of World War II. The Americans were over in France just as the war was coming to an end. And the Americans our troops were pushing further east into France and to liberate the country of France. It was late one night and they were coming down a mountain and they saw a village in the distance, but the village had been bombed out. There was really no life in the village, but there was some light from the burning flames. They went down into the village and they decided this is where we'll camp this night. The church there had been bombed. And some of the soldiers went inside there. They were going to sleep for the night. And in the church, they came upon a statue of the risen Lord. It was in perfect shape, everything else in destruction, except for his arms. The blast of the bomb had blown off both of the statue's arms. One of the young soldiers looked around and he found a big piece of wood, a plaque. And he took a piece of charred wood and he wrote on that plank. And he wrote the words, "I have no hands in this world but yours." And he put it in front of the statue. That story has always struck me when we talk about the mystical body of Christ, that we are the body of Christ. And those words, "I have no hands in this world but yours." We are the hands of Christ, the feet of Christ, the ears of Christ, the eyes of Christ, the mouth of Christ. All these various parts of the body, of the mystical body, with a singular purpose, to proclaim the good news of Christ in the world, to bring hope and healing and compassion, to bring the good news of the gospel. I want to read one more time what we heard in this gospel passage that's so beautiful at the very beginning of Jesus' ministry. Jesus quotes from the prophet Isaiah, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to bring glad tidings to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim liberty to captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free, and to proclaim a year acceptable to the Lord." That's the ongoing mission, commission, that the Lord gives all of us as a part of his mystical body, to bring good news as disciples, to use the gifts and the talents that have been given to us. Discipleship, it's what we say, it's what we do. And God bless you.